There's actually a documentary called The Weight of Gold by Michael Phelps. It talks about the suicidal tendencies of these Olympians.
It's interesting you bring that up. If you're listening to this, you can catch Weight of Gold on HBO Max. You can see a panel with Michael Phelps and the director, Brett Rapkin, and they talk about making the movie. And Michael Phelps and the other athletes said they had ADD when they were kids. So imagine at ADD, they're just frustrating everyone. And then they suddenly develop a superpower. And if you go to my wake-up call, I interviewed Brett Rapkin, the director.
Mm.
So you go to my wake-up call, you'll see that interview. And not to leave it alone, I may be part of a series called The Mediator with a fellow named Sean Collinson. And we did an episode called All That Glitters Is in Gold. It's a video. And so I talk about what's that like when you have the appeal of the gold medal. And it turns out you go from this frustrated and frustrating child that won't sit still to suddenly you have this superpower. And not only do you have the superpower, oh, your coaches love it because you're going to make them famous. And sometimes your parents love it because you're going to make them famous. And then you give up everything in life to become this amazing athlete. And sometimes you don't even get the gold medal, but even Michael Phelps, he got many gold medals. But then what happens is it goes away. The adrenaline rush goes away. You realize I sacrificed my entire life to be this superhuman athlete. My coaches are not that interested in me because they're interested in the younger athletes. So what they deal with is I sacrificed everything to become this superhuman, and amateur athletes make almost no money. You think they're running in money? They make almost nothing. But everyone thinks it's so glorious to go to the Olympics. And then I think what they're dealing with, which didn't happen in the film, but I've seen this with Olympic athletes. I have seen this with celebrities. I've seen this with rock stars. One of the most difficult things they have to deal with, which can lead to being suicidal, that's what they talk about in the film, is they feel foolish for having sacrificed everything, and they feel used by the coaches. They feel used by the Olympic Committee. And so when you have a combination of, look what I've sacrificed, and now the glory day is over, I didn't even make money from it, and all these people that I thought loved me were actually using me because it made them a star. Can you see how that can lead to pretty self-destructive thoughts? So that might be an interesting evening if you can catch The Weight of Gold, listen to the Brett Rapkin interview on my wake-up call, and then catch our video. I think it's called All That Glitters Is in Gold.